Welcome back to the second half of this quarterfinal number 2. CBC playing against Eaglesvale. And CBC have got one foot in the semifinals at the moment because they lead this game this third quarter, 2-0. They would love to be leading 3-0. Maybe they will lead 3-0 in this third quarter, but they've played well in this game. They've played well throughout the tournament, actually, and have been very impressive. Can they close it up? Can they close it up and make it 2-3-0? It'll be interesting to see. Now they'll be scoring in the goal that Eaglesvale failed to score in the first half. And penalty corner. CBC being awarded a penalty corner. And they've had good penalty corners in this game. They've scored from one. And one that came very close but was wide. And another drag flick. And another goal. Ray Royce Sibanda buries that one. And is it out of reach now for Eaglesvale? Possibly. Center pass by Eaglesvale. They need to be, there's a lot of urgency now that's needed from them. 3 goals to come back into this game to keep it alive. But those penalty corners from CBC, wow. 3 penalty corners, 2 goals. That's a much better conversion rate. So that's credit to them. That's exactly how it's done. And WinViz is now saying 95% win for CBC and 5% for Eaglesvale. Because Eaglesvale have not looked like scoring, like they are going to score. But watch them now in the circle. Take the shot, and the goalkeeper palms that over the baseline. And it will be a long corner for Eaglesvale. And penalty corner for Eaglesvale. Interesting call there for hacking outside the circle, so that was obviously quite cynical to be awarded as a penalty corner from that position. But umpire obviously has his reasoning for that, and no one can question him. Still a chance here for CBC to block this one out. So that'll be a long corner. Shot is taken, but it's wide. Eagles will need more and more and more and more of that. And they need to convert those more and more chances into goals. It is the third quarter. So CBC 3-0 up. overhead there. Taken quickly by CBC. Pressing forward, circle entry, good skill. There it goes. The shot is taken, and this time it's wide of the target. So looking for a fourth goal, CBC. Playing well, lethal in attack, but on that occasion, wide of the target. Oh, great play. There, instead of just bashing it forward, he had a couple of options, and look what opens up out wide for them. This is just magnificent to watch, a pleasure to watch this kind of hockey. But Eaglesvale up to the task there, up to the task. And they've created lots of space, a lovely turn there. And again, it's always head-up hockey from these guys. Sends it into the circle, but that's backstick. But CBC looking very, very good. Guess the question is, have they been tested this tournament? Have they been tested? Because they go through to the semifinals, that's going to be a huge test for them. Knockout hockey. The Eaglesvale speedster couldn't keep this one in this time. But he is very, very quick. CBC pressing forward. It's in the circle, misses everybody. That one misses everybody, but it's in the circle again, and the keeper makes a save. So Eaglesvale running out of time in this third quarter, and in the bigger picture in the game as well. But good piece of play there by Eaglesvale. And great defense there. CBC with a comfortable 3-0 lead. Hacking there, so CBC get another opportunity. Goes all the way back, the confidence this team has to build all the way from the back. Return pass. Now a good square pass. This is awesome hockey. And obstruction there just outside. Decisions here for CBC. He had the ball, he had advantage, but Eaglesvale trying to go up forward, but can't keep that in, so CBC will have another opportunity to build the ball from fairly deep in their own half. That cross ball lacking a bit of ball speed. Eaglesvale couldn't cut it off, but he didn't get a stick to that. So CBC need to do some defending now. They've got a 3-goal cushion. I don't think they'll be panicking at all in this game. It's Eaglesvale who need to score 4 goals to win, or 3 goals to keep this contest alive. So I think it's a bit too much to ask for, because they haven't really looked like they're going to score or penetrate that CBC defense. So CBC, I think they have booked themselves a spot in that semi-final against the hosts, which should be an absolute cracker of a game. Another circle entry. Winterbour's got space in front of him, and he's won his team a penalty corner. So Ryan Winterbour doing well there. They've been good this game. They've had 3 penalty corners. They've scored 2 goals. This is the 4th. Can they convert? Ray Royce Sibanda is a prolific drag flicker, and he's really impressed with his capabilities to drag flick. And again, fantastic injection. This time it's smacked. And is there anyone there? Nope, there's no one there, but we've got an injury. And I think that will be a 16-yard hit out. Never nice to see players down on the ground, but it's part of the game. It happens. We wish he'll be back on his feet and take further part in this game and try and help his team come back into this encounter. Just a bit of a long break here, but that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. The player is still down, and he's getting attention, but do join us for the 4th and final quarter. Eagles will have 12 minutes to score 4 goals. Possible, yes, possible, very possible. And we'll see if they can do so in the 4th quarter. Don't go too far away. Stay tuned. How's it? Good.
I heard you've been holding fort.
Yeah, I just did 2 games. Des did the first one.
Okay.
And then there was a penalty shootout between Hellenic and Petra, because they were tie on points, and then Hellenic won that one. Then I did Mfakosi Gateway, CBC Eaglesvale.
No, I didn't buy them. It's your father.
Make sure that you have a switch where you recycle the ball. Get there, stuck, and then get goals. Go! Hey, just let it go, buddy. Don't question anything. Let's go.
Happy boy.
Hey! Hey! That's all. Away from you. I know. Hey! Leave him alone. Kyle, you worked hard today. It's fun, Jack.
Welcome back to the 4th and final quarterfinal number 2. CBC comfortably leading 3-0 in this game. 12 minutes to go for Eaglesvale to show some form of fight back. 3 goals to level matters, 4 goals for the win. CBC definitely will look to even send it further out of reach. Maybe getting a 4th and maybe even a 5th goal. Fancy 3 goals is a bit too steep to get in 12 minutes for Eaglesvale, because CBC have been strong in defense as they have been in attack. Lays it off there, sends it into the circle, but good defense by Eaglesvale. A bit isolated, that Eaglesvale player, and ball goes into touch, trying to dribble deep in their own 23, and still under pressure there, Eaglesvale. Oh, great turn there. Nifty skill there from Sibanda. And Eaglesvale going forward in search of the first, so they need 3 goals, searching for 1 now. Eaglesvale to book themselves a semi-final spot, and it needs to go into the circle. He decides to send it even further back, build it from back. In the circle now, but well dealt with. Hammered out by CBC, and they continue to put pressure. Pressure here, circle entry, still going Eaglesvale. Eventually a good tackle, and they've cleared their line, so Eaglesvale getting close, but not close enough. Too strong for him. It was a good idea, but too strong for him to catch that one. Eaglesvale running out of time. It's the 4th quarter. Less than 10 minutes to go. Well trapped there. And there go the confidence again, building from back, opening up the options. Now bringing it back to the left. A team with confidence, and one that plays across the width of the field, and the commitment there to keep the ball in. And still the commitment there from the boys is outstanding. CBC, they give it away though now. So Eaglesvale with an opportunity, but well done there by CBC. I asked the question in the 3rd quarter, have they been tested? As yet, a semi-final is going to be a very tough match for them, and they're going to meet a team that will play a lot better than the teams they have taken on so far, and that is no disrespect to the teams that they've played, but it's going to get tougher for CBC. A semi-final against Eaglesvale is one, without sounding disrespectful to Eaglesvale, is one that many teams would have wanted, because they've struggled on the turf, they've struggled with the pace of the game, and they have struggled to score goals. So one would say CBC with an easy road through to the finals. Peterhouse Hellenic is the quarterfinal number 3, that's still to come. And quarterfinal number 4 is Loma Gandhi College and St. George's College. I mean, that's, if it's not mouth-watering, I don't know what's going to water your mouth. Maybe a burger or something, but those are the quarterfinals still to come today. Or maybe a cold beverage will water your mouth. Certainly it will water Humphrey's mouth. And it will be a free hit for hacking. You can see the umpire there signaling. Gotta play the ball, son. You can't play the stick. So, outlet time for CBC. Strong pass to the right. Is it cut out by Eaglesvale? Almost cut out. I think there was something on there if they had managed to trap that. All the way back there. Sign of a confident team. All the way across. And a bit under pressure there, but they've done enough to get the ball back. Mikael Hawa was a bit isolated, and there was pressure there being applied on him. Eaglesvale have stolen. Eaglesvale. Can they get a consolation? Consolation goal. Good overhead. Oh, it's bounced for CBC. In the circle, crosses it, and he missed. He had the line to beat, and he got it wrong. But not too costly for them, because they've got 3 goals already. He's just like, nah, we can't score a 4th. Come on, guys, let's be good sportsmen here. But that was a golden opportunity. That was a golden opportunity to just put the nail in the coffin. The second nail, I should say, because the first one's already gone in. The bench was already celebrating. Hands were out wide, then hands moved quickly from out wide onto their heads. But not too much harm done for CBC. They're still going in search of a 4th goal. It's belted upfield. Getting some passes together. Eaglesvale playing with a bit of urgency now. Penalty corner. Is it? Umpire's out of picture, but I think that is a penalty corner. Yep, it is a penalty corner. Not retreating 5 meters, says the umpire. So Eaglesvale with an opportunity to get that consolation goal. There's another player with that glove. We saw Mufakosi, number 10, who plays with a glove, and boy, oh boy, he had some good skills. And scored a reverse shot goal, which you don't often see at this level, but he put it away. And I did mention during that game, I think they would have upset some people if they had come yesterday. Unfortunately, they couldn't get the logistics. But some talent coming out of Mufakose High School. They come from Triangle, and it's lovely to see them out here today. They played against Gateway. And another overhead. Not 5, so that'll be CBC. So it wasn't actually a CBC ball, it was an Eaglesvale ball. From the halfway, Eaglesvale to take. Eaglesvale can't trap that one, so that'll be a 16-yard hit out. CBC continuing with that expansive play, passing back, opening up spaces. Brilliant. Needs to let it go. When there's nothing on, they don't hesitate to play back, and they've got the confidence to do so. It's just wonderful to see such good hockey being played here by CBC. Oh, they're still going. Can you believe it? Into the circle it goes. Shot. And had to be saved. These guys can play. Had to be saved, but again, for all viewers there, you just saw how brilliant that was. When there's nothing on, they play back, they build from the back, they play left, they play right, they work their way up, holes open, and it's poetry in motion. It's lovely to see how CBC are playing, and the accuracy of passes, the ball speed, the positioning of the players, and also their skill to beat, as in picture there, and maybe one too many tried there, but it's a really, really well-drilled side, and credit to all involved. Maybe the trophy will stay in Matabeleland. Falcon are out, but there's another Matabeleland team that's causing problems here for Eaglesvale. They're leading 3-0. not long to go in this final quarter. They've booked their spot in the semi-final, and they have 2 games to play. They are 2 games away from winning the trophy. That is a thought to give you motivation, but those hopes can be thwarted in that semi-final if they don't pitch up. So they need to pitch up. They need to keep this accuracy and momentum they've got. But one thing I really, really think they should use to their advantage are those penalty corners. When they get into that circle, they have to come out with a penalty corner, because their penalty corners are just sensational. Drag flickers, hard hitters, they've got some variations. So CBC, in my opinion, are actually one of the favorites here. Well, I guess the 4 teams that make the semi-final are favorites because they've done well to get to that point. But CBC, for me, they've played some good hockey throughout this tournament. And here they go again. Just needs a touch. The touch is there, and penalty corner. So CBC getting another opportunity to get a 4th goal. It will be a bit concerning, though, that they haven't managed to score in this quarter for Gerald Ntelezi and his boys. It is about scoring goals, and if you're not scoring goals, you're just making it harder for yourself to win, especially where they're headed now in the competition to the semi-finals. They should be playing against St. John's, and what an upset that will be, knocking out the hosts in the semi-final. That'll be a big upset, but it'll be a tough task for them. A very tough task. But that's why we're here. That's why we're bringing this to you in case you can't join us here. We've got your back. The buzzer has gone. This is the final play of this quarterfinal number 2. Can they finish it 4-0? Can Sibanda get another drag flick in? Doesn't get it onto the stick as he would have loved. The shot is taken, the keeper saves, and that's the end of quarterfinal number 2. CBC booked their spot in the semi-final. They continue marching forward. It will be tough for them going forward, but they've shown signs of fantastic hockey. Eaglesvale, it's not over for them though. They'll be playing in some other positional playoffs. So it ends in quarterfinal number 2, CBC 3, Eaglesvale 0.